Alrighty, so I'm gonna do the best I can. Okay. Remember, to some of you new guests out there, um, I have a cell phone. I have a TV. My phone is recording off my TV. That's my technology, and that's my limitation. So all the previous things, it's just always been that way for me. I I don't have all the fancy equipment James Freeman does, and these ass, you know, and I don't have fancy equipment, legal beagle, and all that kind of stuff. So, um, this is right here. You want to check that out as well. Okay, this is jurisdiction of cases that when you challenge jurisdiction, that they must tell you, and they're ignoring, as we're fixing to see. But I just want to give you an idea that it do come about, right? So if you want to check out Sovereignty Living, um, that's a couple of years old. Um, I pulled it up just in case you guys want to check that out. Um, because these attorneys are saying that they don't have to do it. Well, Rhode Island says they have to, and a bunch of other cases saying they have to. Okay, so if these attorneys saying they don't have to, they're lying. Okay, not saying they're all liars. I'm just saying the ones that are telling you this is liars. And when the court says I just have it, they're lying. Okay, so we're going to start off with this one deal just to remind you of what we're talking about on a particular case and that I've done previous. But you know, some of these things just keeps progressing as time goes by. All right. Again, I'm Diesel with the People News. Okay, not attorney, not giving legal advice. Do not take any of my opinions as such. It's educational only. All right. Do your own research. You're responsible for yourself. And quit going by hearsay. Do your own research. I'm hearsay, so don't go by what I say. All right. Do your own research. Attorneys are hearsay. Quit going by what they say. Study the law. I study the tax code. Okay. There's a few other people that I know studies tax code. It specifically says commerce, business. You must be creature of the state. But all the attorneys tell you, no, you got to pay all these things. No, you don't. They just got 300 million people convinced of their lies because nobody's reading the tax code. A property tax, by the way, not the federal tax code, but the property tax. Okay? You don't have to pay property tax. And there's no state that says that you even have to register your property. There's no law. If you don't have to register your property, how are you being forced to pay property tax on property you don't have to register? Just saying, y'all. All right, let's go with this.
New leftovers just move in? Yeah, guess so. I should
Emerson Elementary. We believe it started as a shooting and turned into a standoff. Jade Elliott is on the scene. She's been there gathering details. And Jade, you just saw that suspect being taken into custody.
Yeah, Aaron, that's right. Just moments ago, that man was taken from his home in handcuffs and put into the back of a police car and just taken away just within the last 5 minutes or so. You can see the police tape that we've been standing in front of has come down, but there's still a heavy police presence and SWAT still here as well. They did have a search warrant for the home, and so they will be going in. They had heard that the man possibly had multiple weapons in the home, so that's something that they'll, of course, be investigating and looking into as well. But we can confirm that, yes, he was arrested just moments ago. And all of this started at about 3 o'clock this morning when a woman at this home was shot in the leg. She was able to get herself away from the house and somewhere safer and then called 911. Police found her in Skyway with a gunshot wound to the leg. They were able to take her to Harborview. We're told she was taken in stable condition at the time. But then police came back to this home. That woman who was shot in the leg said that her husband had shot her. Her husband had accused her of cheating and that he had been using drugs. That's when they came to the home here where the shooting happened, and that 41-year-old man had barricaded himself inside the home. Police telling us that they believed that he was armed, and so heavy police presence and SWAT team. This standoff has been going on for almost 5 hours now, and luckily we can confirm again that it has ended safely in the sense of that man being taken from that home in handcuffs and taken away from the scene. So, of course, we'll continue to keep you updated right here on air and online if we get any other information. But for now, reporting live near Rainier Beach, Jade Elliott, Fox 13 News.
All right. So you got the gist of it. Reminder, I did this video a few videos back. I just want to remind you on it. All right, let's go.
The courts.
Let's back up here. Okay. So, court. Boom, 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 boom.
And if you are so inclined to call and ask them what's taking so long on this writ of habeas corpus that should have been handled weeks ago, that would be great, I suppose. We're continuing to try to communicate with the courts, and they just don't have any good answers for anything. But that's not surprising. And so, in an effort to not make this too long, just want to let you know, he says keep the faith. He's in good spirits. Still hasn't had access to commissary. No access to pen and paper. That may change after these hearings. I haven't spoken to him after all of these hearings, but hopefully he'll be getting his commissary so he can at least eat a decent meal and do something other than pay for his phone calls, because right now all he can do is pay for phone calls because he's in booking, because he hasn't signed conditions for police, and he doesn't want to give them any jurisdiction, right? So signing papers will give them jurisdiction, even if it's under duress. So he's foregoing the temporary relief in the prison to try to force their hands here. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to let y'all get into it, and I'll put the timestamps right as you see on the side.
Before we go any further, if you go on Telegram and check this out, you can go on to Alphonse. Also, allege that the Legal Beagle's on there somewhere because they communicate quite often. And, I just don't know his Telegram channel. Okay? But when you go on there, there's going to be documents left and right. By just watching Alphonse documents and all this people following Alphonse and everybody just learning how to do this self reputations in court, there's a lot there you can learn. Okay, I haven't been on it in a long time, to be fair, but I have been on there, and there's a lot of good documents on there.
Here, I'll put the timestamps of where all the court hearings start, so you can just skip to what you want to see, and it's something to see for folks. It's certainly a show for a banana republic. It's not the America we were taught about or grew up in. That's for sure. So, without further ado, here are the hearings.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everybody. All right, court's just here for one case, which is the bench youth matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on, Your Honor. Counsel, let me go on the record.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, I'm on the record now.
Okay. I can call City of Seattle versus kURT. He has several matters. 671-384, 669-329, 676-216, 676-175, 656-749, 675-405, 656-748,
676-463, 676-492, and 676-207. Afton Lewis appearing for the city on all of these matters.
All right, and he is self-represented in these matters. That's the court's understanding, and he has refused to come to court today.
Actually, Your Honor,
Mr. Roy, are you on one of these?
he's being represented by Reagan Roy in all these matters.
Yes, Your Honor. So, from what I can tell, procedurally, I was appointed to one case that Mr. Binshew's matter was granted pro se on, and I was recently assigned several other cases. So, just so the court is aware, I'm trying to pull up now the cases that I've been assigned to.
Okay, and didn't you withdraw from a case?
I did withdraw from one case, but I've since been appointed to, I believe the case I was appointed on and withdrew was case 675-405.
Okay, and are you reappearing on that one or no?
So 05 is you withdrew, correct?
Yes. And it seems like on 7/29 there was a bench appointment.
Okay.
I'm assuming
That was me. I didn't appoint you. Because I heard this on the 7/29, I think. Didn't I?
On 7/29.
Was that this week?
Yeah, that was this week.
Okay,
I was here.
So I wasn't here for that. So somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he refused to come up on Monday, so we did send these matters over, so that the DPD could be appointed to his matters.
Gotcha. All right. So, Mr. Roy, at this point, what are you appearing on? Which numbers?
So, from what I've been informed by my offices, I've been appointed to case 676-463, 676-175, 676-216, 676-207, 676-492, 671-384, 669-329, and I would assume 675-405, which is the one I withdrew on, that I have been reappointed.
Okay. So let's handle the cases you're assigned to first, and then we'll handle the rest of them. So he's refused. What would you like to do from your perspective?
Your Honor, I do not have 3-4 authorization to do anything with these cases.
Okay.
So I am unable to
Proceed.
Yes.
So my clerks have issued a request set this for the DV review calendar at 10:30 a.m. on Friday. Are you available for that?
I am.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. And is there any objection from the city?
No objection, Your Honor.
So for all the cases, we're going to set everything together then, because they're all going to be in a similar procedural posture. This will be set over until Friday, 10:03, 8:45 a.m. It will be excluded period for all of the cases. Obviously, Mr. Roy can't waive, and Mr. Benshoof can't waive because he's not here for the other cases. Was the 29th the day when the court management system was down? Okay, that's why there's no notes in there, and that's why I thought I was the last person to touch this case. But
So this Friday, the 2nd, 8:45 and 10:03, and the rest of the matters are tracking again.
yes. Mr. Roy, do you anticipate being appointed on the remainder of the cases at this point, or no? No, I didn't. Okay, all right. I'll set over to all right. This is the only matter. These are the only matters that I'm handling up here today. I don't think we need you for anything else, Mr. Roy, unless you get other cases on this calendar.
We have one more.
Okay.
But
Is it ready?
It is ready.
Okay, maybe I can do that too, and then I'll get out of here. But just give me a second. I gotta update notes for 10 cases, so just stand by.
Study smarter with the free 5-Star Study app. Now compatible with 5-Star Wide World note-taking supplies.
What judge did the bench appointment, just so I can update the notes on that?
I'm not able to see.
Oh, you mean on Monday?
Yeah, who appointed DVD from the bench?
Let me see who was there on Monday.
Because there's no notes at all on my end.
Hanula?
Okay,
Hilton?
pretended. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. That's makes more sense. All right. And Lord Bench, let me know when you're ready for Mr. Roy's case, and then I'll step off.
21, 22, 23.
All right, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Not much there, but it's giving you an idea of the process through each step of the course that he is going through. So, I don't know what else to say at the particular time. If you don't want any interruptions, like for me, go to the Legal Beagle. It's about 2 hours long, but I'm going to break some of these down and make them a little shorter and a little easier for some of us to be able to digest. Because some of the words they use is a little bit tricky. A couple of videos back, I made 48 laws to watch out for, and I'm led to believe and do believe the government goes by. And the attorneys actually kind of show that these 48 laws to actually go by. All right, this is We the People News. Bye, y'all.